Okay, I'm at work, obviously on lunch. We are at Matthew chapter 22. But I also wanted to mention from yesterday when I talked about Jesus being upset, and I think it was because his time was coming to an end. I forgot to mention, besides him killing that tree, he flipped them tables. He was that angry. Like, he's been angry before, but he was. Now, Jesus flipping a table, he got to be big mad. However, we are on to 22. Let's see. Did y'all notice that? I noticed it right after I stopped recording, but whoa, when I read it again, I was like, oh yeah, he did flip them tables. Okay. 22. One more Jesus spoke to them in parables. The kingdom of heaven is like a king who gave a wedding banquet for his son. He sent his servants to summon those invited to the banquet, but they didn't want to come. Again, he sent out other servants and said, tell those who are invited, see, I prepared my dinner, my oxen and fattened my cattle have been slaughtered, and everything is ready. Come to the wedding banquet. But they paid no attention and went away. One, one to his own farm, another to his business, while the rest seized his servants, mistreated them, and killed them. The king was enraged, and he sent out his troops, killed those murderers, and burned down their city. Then he told his servants, the banquet is ready, but those who are invited were not worthy. Go then to where the roads exit the city and invite everyone you find to the banquet. So those servants went out to the roads and gathered everybody they found, both good and evil. The wedding banquet was filled with guests. When the king came in to see the guests, he saw a man there who was not dressed for a wedding. So he said to him, friend, how did you get in here without wedding clothes? The man was speechless. Then the king told the attendants, tie him up hand and foot and throw him out. Throw him into the outer darkness where there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. For many are invited, but few are chosen. Then the Pharisees went and plotted how to trap him by what he said. So they sent their disciples to him along with the Herodians. Teacher, they said, we know that you are truthful and teach truthfully the way of God. You don't care what anyone thinks, nor do you show partiality. Tell us then what you think. Is it lawful to pay taxes to Caesar or not? Perceiving their malicious intent, Jesus said, why are you testing me, hypocrites? Show me the coin used for the tax. They brought him a denarius, whose image and inscription is this? He asked. Caesar's, they said to him. Then he told them, give then to Caesar the things that are Caesar's, and to God the things that are God's. When they heard this, they were amazed, so they left him and went away. That same day, some Sadducees, who say there is no resurrection, came up to him and questioned him. Teacher, Moses said, if a man dies having no children, his brother is to marry his wife and raise up offspring for his brother. Now there are 7 brothers among us. The first got married and died, having no offspring. He left his wife to his brother. The same thing happened to the second, also to the third, and so on to all 7. Last of all, the woman died. In the resurrection then, whose wife will she be of the 7? For they all married her. Jesus answered, you are mistaken, because you don't know the scriptures or the power of God. For in the resurrection, they neither marry nor are given marriage, but are like angels in heaven. Now concerning the resurrection of the dead, haven't you read what was spoken to you by God? I am the God of Abraham and the God of Isaac and the God of Jacob. He is not a God of the dead, but of the living. And when the crowds heard this, they were astonished at his teaching. When the Pharisees heard that he had silenced the Sadducees, they came together. And one of them, an expert in the law, asked question to test him. Teacher, which command in the law is the greatest? He said to them, love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and all your mind. This is the greatest and most important command. The second is like it. Love your neighbors as yourself. All of the law and prophets depend on these 2 commands. While the Pharisees were together, Jesus questioned them. What do you think about the Messiah? Whose son is he? They replied, David's. He asked them, how is it then that David, inspired by the Spirit, calls him Lord? The Lord declared to my Lord, sit at my right hand until I put your enemies under your feet. If David calls him Lord, how can he be his son? No one is able to answer him at all. And from that day, no one dared to question him anymore. So, my take on this before my battery dies. Um, why are they worried about who's gonna be married to who when they get to heaven? You think that's gonna matter? Like, yeah, you'll get to see those people that get to be there. However, who's to say you're gonna get there to see her? Who's to say all of those siblings that married her are what God wanted for her? Because he could be like, nah, that's not the man I wanted for her. Y'all just happen to be married. She up here with homeboy over here. Like, why are you so stressed about that? Be worried about getting to heaven. Not worried about who all gonna be there. Because that's what gets you uninvited in my book. If I say you invited and you talking about who all gonna be there, why? Why does that matter? You think I'm gonna hang out with the enemy? You think I'm gonna have somebody there that don't rock with you? Because if they don't rock with you, I don't rock with them. Like, we are cool. Just like with God. If y'all don't mess with him, I don't mess with you. What's the problem? Okay. That's what I'm getting. So I'm gonna read it again. Take some notes. Tell me what you think.